Greenland is a land that does not rush to introduce itself. It waits. From the air, it appears almost unreal, a vast white continent floating between the Atlantic and the Arctic Oceans. Ice dominates the horizon, broken only by dark mountains that rise like ancient guardians from a frozen sea. To many, Greenland looks empty. But emptiness here is an illusion. This land remembers everything. Greenland is the largest island on Earth, yet one of the least populated places humans have ever tried to call home. More than 80% of its surface is covered by an ice sheet so massive it can be seen from space. In places, this ice is over 3 kilometers thick, pressing down on the land with the weight of time itself. Beneath it lies a hidden world, valleys, rivers, and mountains frozen for hundreds of thousands of years. The story of Greenland begins long before humans arrived. Ice cores drilled from its depths contain trapped air from ancient atmospheres, offering scientists a direct record of Earth's climate history. Each layer of ice is a year, a decade, a millennium preserved in silence. Greenland is not just a place, it is a memory archive of the planet. Human history here is fragile and resilient at the same time. The first people to settle Greenland were Paleo-Inuit cultures who followed animals across the Arctic ice thousands of years ago. They learned to read the land with precision, the movement of seals, the migration of whales, the behavior of ice. Survival here required more than strength. It required deep understanding. Later came the Inuit, whose descendants still live on the island today. Their culture evolved in harmony with the extremes of the Arctic environment. Kayaks, harpoons, insulated clothing made from animal skins. Every invention was shaped by necessity. In Greenland, mistakes were not forgiven by nature. Knowledge meant life. In the 10th century, Greenland briefly entered European history when Norse settlers led by Eric the Red arrived from Iceland. They named the land Greenland, possibly as an act of optimism or deception. For several centuries, Norse farms existed along the southern coast, raising livestock and trading with Europe. Then, slowly, they vanished. Climate cooling, isolation, and failure to adapt to Arctic conditions likely sealed their fate. Their disappearance remains one of history's quiet mysteries. Today, Greenland is politically tied to Denmark, but culturally distinct. Most of its population lives along the coast in small towns separated not by roads, but by fjords, mountains, and sea ice. In winter, darkness can last for months. In summer, the sun may never set. Time itself behaves differently here. Nature dominates daily life. Massive glaciers crawl toward the ocean, where they break apart in thunderous calving events, releasing icebergs that drift silently into open water. These icebergs are not lifeless. They glow blue and white, shaped by pressure and age, each one unique. Some contain ice that fell as snow before human civilization existed. Wildlife thrives in places where humans struggle. Polar bears roam the northern coasts. Musk oxen endure brutal winters on windswept plains. Narwhals cut through icy waters with their spiral tusks, creatures that once inspired legends of unicorns. Above, seabirds fill the cliffs, turning stone into living motion. Yet Greenland is no longer isolated from the world's problems. Climate change is reshaping the island faster than almost anywhere else on Earth. The ice sheet is melting at accelerating rates, contributing directly to global sea level rise. Villages built on permafrost face collapsing ground. Ancient hunting routes become unpredictable. What was once stable ice is now uncertain. For Greenlanders, climate change is not an abstract concept. It is something seen, heard, and felt. It is the sound of ice cracking earlier than expected, the absence of familiar animals, the shifting seasons that no longer follow memory. At the same time, melting ice exposes resources long locked beneath the surface: minerals, rare earth elements, oil. This has drawn global attention and geopolitical interest. Greenland stands at a crossroads between preservation and development, tradition and modern pressure. Despite everything, Greenland remains a place of profound beauty and humility. Standing beneath the northern lights, watching green and purple waves dance across a black sky, one feels small, but not insignificant. The land does not demand dominance. It demands respect. Greenland teaches patience. It teaches silence. It teaches that survival is not about conquering nature, but listening to it. In a world obsessed with speed, Greenland moves slowly. Glaciers advance a few meters a year. Ice forms over centuries. Cultures adapt over generations. And perhaps that is its greatest lesson. Some things cannot be rushed, and some stories can only be understood when we learn to slow down and listen. Greenland does not speak loudly, but it never forgets.